Welcome to a brand new episode of Flick. Cue it. Fanatics. Theme song now. This is something like that.
Something like that.
We saw X-Men.
Right.
Days of Future Gasps.
No, Days of Future Past, Matthew. God.
The X-Men send Wolverine to the past in a desperate effort to change history and prevent an event that results in doom for both humans and mutants.
And that doom is spelled Sentinel. Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones.
Is he from Elf?
He's also from Elf. He is the the advertising executive that shows up.
He's the angry elf.
Yeah, the
as
angry
Will Ferrell
elf.
puts it.
Yeah. Very
well, anyways,
funny
movie, this movie, he's not very funny in this movie. It's a pretty serious movie.
No, it's all serious.
It's a comic book adaptation, obviously, and it's I don't know what was your. I think the actor that stood out most to me was Michael Fassbender as Magneto. He always steals the show.
As young Magneto.
In First Class and in this, I thought he is fantastic.
Absolutely.
He's a great actor.
Absolutely.
And he plays the role really well.
Mm-hmm. He plays it on more than just like a surface level as well. You know,
he has a motive.
Yeah, you feel like he could be, you know, like a real person. You know, he's not just Michael Fassbender acting. So it's a very believable role, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Very exciting. His scenes especially.
Is he your favorite too?
Yeah, definitely favorite actor of the movie. Absolutely.
Who's your favorite character of the movie?
Favorite character of the movie? That's a tough one, but it's a tie between Quicksilver and Magneto. Because Magneto's just
a cool character.
He's the villain of the X-Men, you know.
Yeah, like they make it. Something I didn't like about the movie was I talked to my friends about this a little bit. Trask is kind of set up to seem like the villain throughout the movie because he's the one who wants to make the Sentinels.
Yes.
And I was the whole time just kind of like, he doesn't seem like he has a motive or a real reason to be doing this. But then, you know, as the movie goes on, it's like always Magneto's the real villain.
Yeah,
and
like about halfway through.
You know, at the end. Yeah, it really shows at the end.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's
We're not about to spoil it.
It's a good movie. It's a really it's a good movie. It's
very
fun.
exciting.
It's
Oh my God.
they do a really good job with action.
Yeah,
with
the
these
action is
characters.
just
because there's so many X-Men, and they do a good job of showcasing what they can do, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, though, I was actually kind of pissed off about this. They advertised like every fucking superhero in the movie to the point where it's like, oh, they must be a main character, must be a major facet of the story, when in reality there were 4, 5 mutants that were like the bulk of the movie. I mean, Quicksilver wasn't in it that much.
But he was great, though.
Yeah, super exciting. He had an amazing fight scene, and the CGI for that movie and the effects are just something else. You know, they're really exciting.
Yeah.
It really.
I think
puts me in it.
Quicksilver was probably, aside. I mean, I really do like Wolverine. I think Hugh Jackman does a great job with it.
Very good Wolverine.
Since we've seen him so often, it was nice to see Quicksilver. Cool.
Quicksilver is one of the heroes that they've never really touched on.
No.
You know, like at all.
Avengers is going to do another take at it with a different actor.
Yeah, that could be weird.
Well, we'll
Aaron
see.
Taylor Johnson, right?
Yeah.
That could be interesting because Aaron Taylor Johnson's really good, but.
But I think if I gave this movie a score, I think I would give it a. Whew.
Want to flip for it?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is
it.
another 1968 penny. Call it in the air, Matt.
Heads.
It's tails. You can see that.
It's not tails, it's building.
It's building. Apologies. Okay, that's Tails. So, it's a hard movie to rate. Because there's some really, 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 really interesting parts and exciting parts. Like, it's exciting usually through the whole thing. But then there are, like, the little things, like, you know, advertising all the fucking superheroes and hardly showing any of them. Like, Storm, did she have any lines?
She had, like, 3 lines.
3 lines? Colossus
It's
didn't
'cause
say
the
a
budget.
single
It's 'cause the
thing.
budget. It's 'cause
Yeah.
the budget.
And they did have, like, the same actors from, like, the first trilogy, which was pretty exciting to see. Definitely. Halle Berry is Storm, you know.
Told you. Man.
Fuck. What's a good rating scale for it?
Wolverine claws.
1 out of 3? 1 out of 6, maybe?
Yeah, how many Wolverine claws do you have? 6 of them?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I'd say 4 out of 6. 4.5 out of 6. Good, exciting action superhero movie, you know, to say the least. Was exciting, you know, you felt really invested in it, I guess.
4 out of 6? You seem to like it more than me.
Was that what you were planning on giving it?
I was actually gonna, let me think here. The only things I had a couple issues with was the way that they handled a couple of the problems they had with number 3 and stuff they did with characters. They kind of did some things.
Yeah, they did some interesting things.
A couple of things I thought were kind of lazy, but I would give this movie a 5 Wolverine claws out of 6, which is 83%. It's almost a B minus.
Damn.
So it's a B. It's a B movie.
Damn.
Action movie.
B movie, yeah, absolutely.
Check it out. Open
Check
the
it out.
weekend.
Yeah.
We met a deadline, I think, almost.
It's exciting. I think you'll enjoy it. You know, it's not in 3D IMAX. I think it's just in real 3D.
What's the next movie we're seeing? Next movie we're reviewing, Maleficent.
With Angelina Jolie. And is that in 3D IMAX?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, that's going to be exciting. Those, like, tree creatures look so cool.
In that battlefield. Part.
Yeah. Oh. You know, we're trying to release about an episode a week. Usually. That's
Hopefully.
usually, yeah, you know.
We got big things coming this summer. We got a movie
Huge
we're
things.
working on.
Yeah. Yeah, so stay tuned for
brand
that.
new original movie. It's going to be off the wall, bonkers, crazy. If you like action.
And you heard it here first, folks. Off the walls, bonkers, crazy.
Action.
Action.
Don't forget the action, because it's going to have a lot of it. And if you don't
Tons.
like the fuck word, you're not going to like it. So,
Yeah,
'cause
if
that's
you
gonna
hate
come up a
saying
lot.
the fuck word.
Thanks for watching the episode.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week for Maleficent.
Yep. Check out Godzilla and Amazing Spider-Man. There and there and there and there and there and there and there. Comment.
Can we get that Godzilla roar in there one more time?
You need to cut it down.